Gymnasium on the campus of Nevada Union High School. Touchdown Productions, celebrating 17 seasons of local high school sports television, is proud to present Lady Miner Basketball. Tonight, in our home opener of the 2013 campaign, your Lady Miners take on the Vanden Lady Vikings. It's our first chance to see this year's team, and all the basketball action is coming up right here. Right now, it's your NorCal Game of the Week. Now, Coach John McDaniels leads his Lady Miners onto the home court tonight for the first time in the 2013 season. Their opponent, the Lady Vikings from Vanden. Good evening, basketball fans, wherever you are across our worldwide audience. This is Paul Brown, the voice of Touchdown Productions. Joining me tonight is a great color analyst, Steve Sitter, and of course our production director is Gilbert M. Dominguez, and the rest of the Touchdown Sports team of Kimmer Burgess, Chase Baxter, and Bianca Cruz Manifor. We're all here tonight and ready for this preseason game. Steve, the Lady Miners are looking to improve after making it to the playoffs last year. What do you say?
Now that's right, Paul. The Lady Miners were upset by the number 13 seed St. Francis Troubadours last year at home in the first round. So the Lady Miners will definitely bring their A game all season long and look to be very strong contenders in the tough SFL. And
if it's any consequence, we just watched a great JV game. These Miners are all hooped up here, and so's this crowd. And as for the Vanden Vikings, they come in tonight's contest with only 4 seniors on the squad, but loaded with junior talent. It will be a good game for them to shake off the early rust and measure their program against one of the SFL's finest. So, with both teams out on the floor, we'll remind you to tune in every week for all of our telecasts this season on Touchdown Productions Game of the Week YouTube channel and on NCTV Camcost 11, Sudden Link 16, and ACTV Channel 20 in Auburn. We'll have your player introductions, the national anthem, and tip-off all coming your way, so stay with us. It's Nevada Union Miners versus the Vanden Lady Vikings coming up right here next on Touchdown Productions. Happy holidays, everybody. We got good basketball coming up next.
It's time to visit the newly remodeled B&C True Value Home and Garden Center. The new B&C has completely changed for your shopping convenience. Their new expanded garden center has everything you need, including expert advice on trees, shrubs, and perennials. Check out their new website and the new spring hours. And thank you for voting B&C the best hardware and building supply in 2012. So start right, start here at B&C True Value Home and Garden Center.
Welcome to Plaza Tire and Automotive Service in Grass Valley. At Plaza Tire and Automotive Service, the customer comes first. We only do what's right for the customer, not necessarily what's right for business. Third generation family member, learned all that I know from my Grandpa Fred, my dad, my Uncle Mike, my grandma. My entire family's been a huge part of learning about the automotive industry. Grass Valley is our 4th location, and you can also find us in Colfax, Penn Valley, and Nevada City. I am Blake Hauser, and I welcome you to join us for the grand opening at our Grass Valley location.
The Old Town Cafe is the oldest continuously operating restaurant in Grass Valley. Serving breakfast and lunch 7 days a week, the Old Town Cafe is now open for dinner every Friday and Saturday night with nightly specials like steaks, seafood, along with draft beer and wine. Stop by to see football at the OTC with drink and appetizer specials. It's football fun for the whole family at the Old Town Cafe.
Mike Bratton is the neighbor you can count on for your most important insurance decisions, 24 hours a day.
The first step begins with a phone call. Hi, I'm Mike Bratton, your good neighbor State Farm agent, and I look forward to hearing from you. Since 1984, my team and I have been educating clients and developing long-term relationships through personalized and professional guidance on their insurance programs. We will put you in the driver's seat and strive to enhance each encounter you have with us.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The Beam Center joins forces with Admiral Electric to offer you electrical services for your home and has a new line of whole house fans which will save you energy. They're also your headquarters for big screen TVs in Grass Valley, including the new 3D TVs, and feature the first alert security systems, as well as the famous Beam Central Vac system. It's fun and function at the Beam Easy Living Center in Grass Valley.
And we're back here now at Ali Gymnasium on the campus of Nevada Union High School. We'll see the Lady Miners and their coach John McDaniel in their first game of the season. The Miners last year, Steve. Let's discuss what they did last year and what we think we're going to do this year.
Well, last year they were a very successful team all around. They had big three-point shooters when they needed them. They had big points in the paint when they needed them. They were just very well-rounded, and as such, it was very hard for defenses to try and pin them down for long. When you look at their roster this year, you see a lot of familiar faces. You have junior captain Sammy DeHart, who played fantastic last year as a sophomore, and we're just looking for more from her this year. Captain Sydney Porter is a senior this year. She played fantastic. She was player of the game many times. Definitely a contender on offense and on defense, and especially Captain Emma Peterson, the big three-point shooter. She is very hard to stop when she's on a roll.
And with that said, of course, now we're going to go on the floor here. Our producer, Gil Dominguez, is with Coach John McDaniel. Down to you there, Gil.
Thanks a lot, Paul. And I am down here with Coach McDaniel. Coach, a big home game here for the Lady Miners as they try to continue that winning streak.
Absolutely. We scheduled a tough preseason, and tonight should be a really tough test.
Well, it's nice to have an early home game. In the past seasons, you guys haven't really played a lot at home.
Yeah, living up in the foothills, it's not easy to get people to make the drive.
Oh, sure it is. Tell them how pretty it is up here.
And cold. It's cold today.
Well, we got a cold night tonight. A little bit unusual for December, but certainly not unexpected. We were talking about where we left off with the Lady Miners last year. Kind of an upset. The St. Francis coming in here and beating you guys in the first round. That wasn't what you were planning.
No, we just had a bad night. We played 20 games there where we didn't really have any bad nights, and then all of a sudden we hit the playoffs and we had a bad night, shot under 20%, and kind of just fell apart, took it on the chin.
Well, this is a new season, and of course, a lot of these girls are on that team. That kind of thing sticks with you, though, and I think they want to do something different this year.
Yeah, I would say that of the goals that the girls have set, that's number one. They want to make it more than one round deep in the playoffs. They know that we play, a tough schedule for a reason. They know that we, have a tough league, and they really want to show that they can go beyond winning the SFL and do some damage in the playoffs.
Well, one of the big games last year that we really enjoyed was the Lady Miners in Del Oro here for the championship.
Yeah, that was one of the most exciting nights of basketball I've ever been a part of, and it was just a packed house, just rowdy crowd, and two really good basketball teams playing at a high level, so it was amazing.
Well, plus you got to beat the legend, Mike Takayama, over 500 victories in his career, and it's nice to, you're part of that statistic of his victories. Nice to steal one from him.
Yeah, to get a win against Del Oro at all in league is something that everyone's trying to do every year, and I really respect Mike, everything he's been able to do, and I know that I'm a rookie still compared to him, but it is always nice to get a win.
Yeah, he's in the Optimist Hall of Fame, so you got a ways to go. Now, I was reading in the paper, of course, you can read all about this game in the Union Sports. You got a couple girls already signed to some colleges.
Yeah, we had Aaron Selleck and Emma Peterson. They signed at Simpson, and that was an exciting morning for us. It was last week, and it's a culmination of all the hard work that they put in since they were in 4th grade.
Well, and it's nice to have girls move on to the other level. Those aren't the only girls that you've had move on to play at the next level. Are you keeping in touch with some of those girls that have moved on?
Yeah, definitely. Last week, Nicole played up at Simpson, actually, and I would say 7 or 8 of our girls went up to watch her play. And, we keep in touch with other players like Caroline Reeves, who was down at Cal Poly. And, a bunch of them that played at William Jessup as well, and we definitely keep in touch.
Well, Caroline in particular had an outstanding career, got to play a 5th season, which is kind of unheard of.
Yeah, well, she was a walk-on basically, and then, you know, earned her way into. I think she actually started as a freshman a few games, and she's had a great career, especially for someone that works as hard as she does. And she was at a mechanical engineering major, so there's nothing easy about what she did. The 5 years she was at Cal Poly.
No, and one of our favorites here, a part of Marissa's class. Yeah. That was a big class.
Yeah, that class was amazing. We started the year with 7 girls on the team, and they were 7 quality athletes. And I would say I think 5 of them actually went on to play somewhere else.
Right, you had Maraldi and several others that just played at a very high level.
That's right. Well, Maraldi played as a junior but didn't come out because she already had a volleyball deal. Right. But we had Shauna Stefani, who played at Sierra. We had Caroline. We had Becca DeVere, who played down south for Biola. Christian Woodruff, who played volleyball at Biola. And, you know, the list goes on. Cassie Davidson played at Jessup. Maria Viola at Jessup. So.
Now, what can we look for the minors this year? Have you tweaked it any? You got some surprises for us? You're just going to play the same Lady Minor basketball?
Our style is we push and we press, and we push a little more, and we look to score in transition. And I don't see any changes to what we are trying to accomplish this year. So pretty much our style.
Now, you had a big win last night in the foundation game. Tell us how that all broke down.
Well, we played at El Dorado last night, and it was over in the first quarter. I think it was 26-5 or something after 1. They made a little run second quarter, and they're getting better. Their program is a quality program. They got a great coach, Pat Winter, and for us it was a good way to start, you know, the season off right.
Well, it certainly was, and had to give the girls a lot of confidence coming into tonight.
Yeah, definitely. We're going to need some. We got a tough preseason coming up. We play Sac High. Vanden here played for the section title, and they played 2 or 3 rounds of the state tournament. And we also get to play St. Mary's of Stockton again. They're always ranked nationally. And it'll be just a tough preseason, hopefully get us ready for the SFL.
And speaking of that Sacramento Dragon game, we will be here on Monday for that. Your game of the week will bring you that. And then we'll do the boys game next Tuesday as well, all leading up to our coverage of the Kendall Arnett, which is after basketball, after Christmas. So, Coach, thanks a lot for joining us here on the pregame show. Look forward to seeing the Lady Miners all season long, and we'll see what happens as come playoff time.
Thanks for having us on.
All right, John McDaniel there as we get ready to bring you the tip-off. Let's throw it right back now to Paul and Steve. So, you know what? Let's follow me over here. We're just gonna walk over here. I'm gonna hand it off to them. There you go, guys.
Thank you so much, Gilbert. And you look nice fashion statement. The scarf, the beard, very festive.
It's all Christmas, baby. And
it's a great interview from Gil Dominguez, as always. We can expect that from our producer director, Gil Dominguez. Gil, I hope that you do pre-game interviews in the future here during our game of the week, and we'll look forward to some more great Lady Minor games as this season progresses. Steve, we were talking, we got a minute 47 left before the tip-off. The captains have already met in the middle of the floor. Let's discuss one more time. You know, as Coach McDaniel said, they've got a lot of seniors. This has got some firepower on this team. 2 of the girls, like he said, already have signed with colleges. I expect this to be a real contender this season.
Oh, absolutely. I could not agree more.
So with that said here, we're about ready to start a little Lady Minor basketball. This is your Touchdown Productions Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Are you ready to buy or sell your home or property? Placer Title is your local title and escrow company located right here in the heart of Nevada County. We combine the stability of a national insurer with all the benefits of on-site title and escrow professionals. Being voted the best title company by the Union Readers for the past 7 years is a true testament to our local roots and unparalleled customer service. Stop by one of our 2 convenient locations, and thank you for keeping your business local.
We're at SPD Market in Nevada City asking people what they like about SPD.
I love SPD Market because I know all the people here and I've been coming here for a long time. I do all my socializing here and they're just a great community supporter.
I like SPD Market because it's like coming home and seeing all the people I've known for years.
And that's why people love SPD Markets in Nevada City and Grass Valley.
Foothill Flowers has been owned and operated by the Johnson family since 1966. Our flowers are hand-picked at the San Francisco Flower Mart, and we get fresh shipments from Hawaii every week. We specialize in unique arrangements for any occasion. Our design staff has 80 years of experience. Every order comes with a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Foothill Flowers, quality and service since 1966.
Preserve the memories of your special player or team forever at obphoto.com, the official photographer of Bear River football. At obphoto.com, you'll find the highest quality prints, mouse pads, coasters, photo buttons, cases for iPhones and iPads, t-shirts, sweatshirts, travel mugs, and more. obphoto.com even makes special requests. So enjoy the memories of the season at obphoto.com, your source for Bear River sports photos.
Round of applause for that national anthem. I know the young lady is McDaniel, Grace McDaniel. Very, very well done. You could hear a pin drop in this place, huh, Steve?
Oh, absolutely. And I know at 11 years old, I would have been mortified if they put a microphone in my hand and went, yeah, go ahead, sing the national anthem.
We'll have the player introductions now for both teams. That's Yana Moore. Kayla Blair will be also starting at guard. Number 25, Mariah Williams. Mariah at center. Number 32, Alicia Whitney will be a forward. And number 33, the captain, Alex Bader, will start as a senior guard. The Vanden Basketball Lady Vikings coming in from the Fairfield area.
And now introducing the defending Sierra Foothill League champions, at point guard, 5'7", senior number 2,
Erin Selleck. She thrilled us last year. Great returning point guard. And Sammy Behar, this is Steve's favorite. Sammy, as a sophomore, ruled the court. Sydney Porter, she'll get the call, the senior. Melanie O'Brien will also get the call, the senior. And there she is, Emma Peterson. Emma, one of the girls that has already signed with Simpson College in Reading. And Steve, I really think this is going to be a great season for the Lady Miners to follow them all the way through.
Oh, I couldn't agree more. And again, just looking through their roster, it looks like they have an all-around solid team. Not one weakness, but strong in just about everything.
And they're going to run and gun. We're going to see a lot of speed on the court. We already know that Selleck and Porter and Emma can all run, and they know each other. It's a big plus. They come back after playing a season going as deep as they did. They know each other. They know where they are on the court. I think this team is destined for greatness this year. I hope we see it all the way through.
I think if there is one thing to be said for NU, they don't have a lot of height. They have two 5'11" players in Melanie O'Brien and Sammy DeHart, but Vanden has 5 that are at least 5'10".
Left center, that'll be Whitney jumping, and she will out-jump O'Brien. And we're off, the first game of the season here. Quick inside move on the baseline. That's Williams scoring the first 2 points of the game for the Vikings. DeHart, cross court, first 3 ball, off and no good, but rallied up there by Porter. Porter driving the lane will go with the left hand and she'll be fouled. Jim Armorall, our official tonight, along with Stan Richens.
That kind of play right there is exactly what you would expect to see from Sydney Porter. Fast, physical, not afraid to take the shot if it's there.
Porter's 1 for 1 on the season now from the free throw line. Two for 2. Miners in a press. They better get back. They just gave up a quick one. You can't give this team those kind of shots. All the way back down court, pushing the ball. It's a foul. And once again going to the line. That's Porter. Not afraid to throw the long ball down court here. That is very much John McDaniel's style. Porter keeping the Miners in the game, 3 straight free throws. And 4. Bringing the ball up the court. That's Williams. Williams calls the plays out for the Vikings. Off her foot now, it looks like a scrum on the floor. She does get away. And there's the quick hands of Emma Peterson. Free open 3, and it's good. Sydney Porter, all the points scored tonight by the Miners and by Sydney. Topping it off with a great free ball, and there'll be a walk inside.
Looks like Vanden got a little ahead of themselves trying to force something quick, trying to keep the momentum in their favor, but turnovers are not the way to do that.
Vanden team slow getting back down the court. Miners will set it up out front. DeHart now with a quick jumper, no good. Emma Peterson rallies the ball up, takes it away from the defender. Another shot, no good. And the Vikings will come on to deep offense. All the way down the court, underhand and good. That is number 0, Kenna Moore.
Looks like Vanden's game is speed. We saw it a little bit in the JV game. The JV team not afraid to run, really pressure, both on offense and on defense.
Speed and athleticism. They're very physical and they're very athletic. Quick shot inside, looking to draw the foul and does. That is Williams again. Williams will go to the line and shoot a couple.
I believe that's Caleb Blair at the line.
I beg your pardon. Blair gets the first one. Early moments of the ball game, 5 6:46 left in the first quarter, 7-7 tie. And we've yet to see a missed free throw by either team. Emma Peterson going to bring it down the court. Long pass. She's being pressed. Good feed inside. That was Aaron Selleck. Selleck finding O'Brien. And O'Brien will go to the line and try to make it a three-point play. That right there, Steve, shows you how these girls know each other and they know where they're going to be on the court.
Oh, absolutely. There really is no replacement for chemistry. It doesn't matter what sport you're playing. It really helps to know the other players on that team.
O'Brien completes the three-point play. And once again down the court, driving is Kiana Moore.
Selleck's going to get called for a reach-in here.
Blair with the ball. She wants to drive and does. This team is very good driving down the lane, and they're big and they're physical.
Couple that with speed on defense, and you've got a pretty well-rounded team.
And there's a travel, good call. This Viking team is the kind of team that can score a lot of points in a hurry, Steve.
Oh, absolutely, and they're a very good transition team. You can tell that they teach that through JV all the way on up, really hammer it in. That speed never slumps.
10-10 ball game. Coach John McDaniel talked during his interview with Gil Dominguez about how he likes to have a tough schedule for the girls to get them prepared. Well, looking at the first quarter of this game, I think he picked one. This Viking team is good. Back inside again, another very physical move. That was number 25, Williams.
Williams now with 6 points.
Yeah. Aaron decides to take a free ball rather than go underneath the basket. Back there side, the free ball, good. Get Moore. Shot that ball like a professional. Full court press, here it comes. Miners will set it up.
I think that's a good call. See if Vanden's set-up defense is as good as their transition.
There's their bread and butter. No good off the back rim. And the Vikings will take over. Looking far down court. Beating the defense for a quick two. That's the first basket tonight by Bader. And the Miners will take a time. 7 quick points, and they're down by 7.
Vanden is a very fast team. They're using their speed on defense to trap, to not let Nevada Union feel too comfortable on offense, just having them rush down there trying to get something quick, not using all 30 seconds of the shot clock. And that's really working against Nevada Union right now is the speed of Vanden. They've had numerous 2-on-1 opportunities down below, but they just can't connect on that one pass that would set up an easy layup. Vanden's doing very good scrambling, getting back.
I agree, Steve. I've seen that pass twice now, and they decided to take the outside shot. But in the defense of the Lady Miners, this is a very big team, and you have to drive the ball inside. It's going to be tough to do.
Oh, you're absolutely right, but just short passes, beat the full court press, and set up. You'll still have time. There's no need to rush.
Selleck now out in front. They're going to set up a play inside. There's Aaron. Gets the ball back. 9 seconds on the shot clock. There's a 3-ball. Big rainbow archer, Sammy DeHart. With the clock running down. And that'll be a jump ball. It will actually.
That's going to go over to Nevada Union.
It's going to go to the Miners, yeah, on possession.
I have to admit, I'm a little bit surprised. I thought the ball flew out before Williams landed, but that is not what the referee saw, evidently.
That is Mariah Williams that drove the basket. She's a load. Let's watch the replay here on the three-point shot, Steve.
Yeah, just a quick pass to DeHart. Takes one step, goes to the screen set by Peterson, and just a beautiful shot. Very hard to defend as she was a good 2 feet behind the three-point line.
Didn't have many choices. The clock was running down on that play. Again, inside, trying to maneuver her way in for a key shot. Miners lose the ball, but it will remain in their possession.
I think if there's one area the Miners need to work on right now, it's ball movement. They really need those short, quick passes to get up the court to beat that press. Otherwise, they're just scrambling, looking for something as time expires.
Three ball on the outside by Porter, no good. Here come the Vikings. Quick inside shot in. Big three ball by Kayla Blair.
And Blair's going to get called for a foul there.
Chantel Greer, number 3 in the game now. Kayla Blair will have a seat. And also now in the game, Brooke Gibbons for the Vikings. Gibbons will be on Sydney Porter. Porter now with the ball, goes across court, likes that shot, very good at it, and it drops.
Porter with 9 of the Miners' 15 points.
Another quick shot on the outside, no good, in and out. Vikings find the rebound. And the Miners will run. Here comes Emma. She'll stand back, take the shot, no good. Quick inside shot again, no good. Miners can't seem to find the handle. Scrum on the floor, it will be tied up. And possession will go to the Vikings. They may be small, Steve, but they're mighty. This Miner crew, I mean, we got what, 2 players over 110 pounds, but I'll tell you what, you wouldn't know it by that scrum on the floor.
No, they're definitely fighters. You got to make up for your small size somehow.
Coming down the lane and being bowled over like a bowling pin is Emma Peterson. Porter, good ball handling skills. Looking inside for Katie Johnson down on the low post. Porter decides to take the shot and just nothing but nylon. Vikings looking for the long ball, will take one just off the rim. That's Greer.
Yeah, what we're seeing here are 2 very different offenses. Vanden is taking a lot of quality shots that they're getting in the paint, driving hard.
Inside, you bet. And it's because of their physicality. They're just bigger.
Oh, absolutely.
Trying to inbound the ball now, looking for some room. And that right there is what I'm talking about. Let's face it, they're just stronger underneath the basket. 2 shots, 2 rebounds from Mariah Williams. Emma now looking for a shot. Forces one up, no good. Four-point game now. Vikings lead. Just under a minute now in the first quarter. Long ball, no good. The Miners will hold it and try to get one shot. Williams out in front. That's the shot they like. That's number 30. Livingston, Brittany Livingston.
The shot clock is off. You would expect they would hold on here for one last shot.
Emma's going to take it, it looks like. No, it'll come out for DeHart, and she gets it. An important three-point shot right at the buzzer, ending the first quarter. 21-25. Miners are trailing this quite excellent Lady Viking team from Vanden. And boy, this crowd is being treated to some good high school girls basketball. You can see Coach McDaniel talking to his girls. The look on their faces is, we didn't know we were coming to a fist fight, and this is what we've got.
Well, this game does seem to resemble a track meet more than a fist fight.
That's a fact. There is Allison Johnson, the coach of the Lady Vikings.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's officials, Stan Richards and Jim Amaral.
There is one thing to say about Vanden, and that is they are tough, and they know they're tough. It seems like just about every possession, except for the last few in that quarter, were just drive straight to the basket, and they can get there. They can bowl over their defenders. A notable stat in the first quarter, Vanden with 12 rebounds, Nevada Union with 6.
Wow.
They're pretty much even all the way through. Vanden 50% from the three-point line. NU 40%, turnovers 4-3, Vanden with 4. Both teams perfect from the free throw line. Very even teams, just a matter of different offensive philosophies coming together.
NU will take over here to start the second quarter. Selleck. He'll come back out in front. Selleck looking for Sammy DeHart. Peterson. Peterson being hounded, not able to go anywhere. Back to Selleck. This is Katie Johnson. Katie Johnson loses it. She'll defend. And inside, a very strong Kayla Blair takes it to the baseline and will be fouled. I don't think the Miners really have an answer for someone like Kayla Blair. She is very, very athletic, very strong, very physical, and she's going to get to the basket pretty much whenever she wants. First one is off the front of the rim.
First missed free throw of the game for either team.
Second one up and good. Selleck now to Pay. This is DeHart, and DeHart trying to go baseline will be fouled.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be on Mariah Williams.
I believe that's her second foul, is it not?
That's her second foul, yes.
Looking inside, Johnson now. Back to Selleck. Selleck looking for something to develop inside, finds nothing. Tough man-to-man defense now. Good curl underneath. A flip shot, no good.
It's going to be a jump ball.
It will be, and the possession will go to the Vikings.
Ball, possession, Lady Vikings.
Vikings looking to go around. That's Blair in the corner. Blair likes to go to the baseline. Does again. No good. This time too far under the basket. Selleck all the way down court. Good move by Emma to go back out. There was nothing underneath.
Very well defended there by Moore.
Kayla Moore, very, very quick, and she is all that Emma can handle. It's rare when we see someone match Emma step for step. The Hart. Peterson, and there's the shot they've been looking for. No good. Batted back out in front, they'll get a new clock. Long ball up. Apparently it didn't hit the rim.
There's something rare, Vanden actually setting up a play instead of just driving.
And you're doing a good job inside, and there's a turnover.
And maybe that's why they don't drive very often.
And quickly as we say that, a turnover by the Miners. Selleck traveling.
Now we see Sydney Porter coming in for Emma Peterson. Peterson getting a rest.
Porter doing a great job early on. And there's a steal. Great job, she'll take it all by herself. That's DeHart, and misses, and missed again. DeHart will get another shot at it, but she'll be fouled. Oh, and she's hicking herself. She was handed a lollipop, and she couldn't put it away.
Either chance. I mean, those are two very easy baskets. One of those has to go in.
Here's DeHart on the replay.
Hey, see, she's got clear path. Just goes a little too hard. Maybe got a little anxious with the pressure coming in. Now there is no black jerseys around anywhere. That has to fall. Sammy comes back in and then gets fouled hard there.
And to make matters worse, she misses her first free throw. 22-26 here, Miners trail. Sammy DeHart at the line. Emma Peterson will check back in. And Sammy gets her second one. Strong zone defense. I think we'll have a reach-in foul now on number 21, O'Brien. Just before the shot. And Sammy DeHart will take a breather.
Another Vanden turnover. That is their 7th.
And you looking for cutters underneath and not finding them. Now here's the quick shot down the middle. That was Pay. Good job by Melanie O'Brien to clear the boards for the Miners.
Yeah, I'm not sure how she got out of that one with the ball, but just a great job maintaining possession.
Miners looking for an open shot, being pressed down to 7 seconds. They're going to have to take a long ball. Here it comes. Off the backboard and in and out. Aaron Selleck gets a bit of a gift, only one going to the basket to get an offensive rebound. She gets it and puts it back for 2. But the score is offset by a 3-ball. Quickly down the court by Williams. Miners. There's a long 3, and it goes off the backboard. You don't have to call them, you just take them when they come like that. The Rainbow ties up the game 28-28. Another turnover by the Vikings. Porter deciding not to pass the ball on the 2-on-1 situation, flips up a bad shot. But redeems herself with a rebound here under the basket.
I think NU needs to just slow the pace down now. Get back to your own game. Don't play Vanden's running game because you're not going to beat them.
Another shot by the Miners off.
So let's take a look at the defense here. O'Brien comes up, gets the ball, just strips it, stays down. Gets a little bit lucky there, puts the ball right between defender's hands and just kind of dribbles out of it just to get out quickly. Yeah, this Vanden team is doing a very good job on defense.
Very equally matched teams here on the court. 28-28, the score shows it. 3 minutes left in the quarter.
And you see Nevada Union doing a much better job boxing out under the basket, getting those rebounds.
Sammy trying to do something fancy, loses the ball. She's just burning clock now, throws a pass underneath, and a wicked foul not called under the basket, and they will, they'll not only hand the ball back, but they will also foul themselves. That was Katie Johnson under the basket. Jim Amaral, our official, is excellent, does a lot of our games usually right on the money with his calls. Missed that one.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. That definitely looked like a hack job.
And another one of those inside flip shots. No messing around with jump shots with this Vanden team. They'll go to the basket.
No, and also another gift from the referees. It looked like she took either one too many step or there was a jump ball.
That was Porter driving the hole.
We're going to get another jump ball here. Good defense there by Grace Pay, not just giving the ball up for free. Now let's take a look at the fight here. Just keeps going for it. Just get a hand in there, try and disrupt it. Do anything you can just to get out.
And the three ball is up and good. Sammy DeHart, while we were at the preview, finds the left side three ball. Miners have pulled ahead by 1 point now. Vikings inside. Good drop step move inside the number 32, Elisa Whitney. And she will try to complete the three-point play.
Whitney is 6'0". So she is the tallest one on the floor right now. And a foul is going to be called on Katie Johnson. Katie asking the referee exactly what it is she did wrong there.
And that will roll in, and there will be a three-point play. Back and forth we go. Quick turnover and an easy two. Converted by Blair.
No, that's just bad luck.
Emma. And that's good play right there. She needed to finish that shot, however. She needed to slow down one step. She would have gotten the foul and the two. That's Katie Johnson.
Yeah, no, that was a good ball movement just to get it to her. Took a, probably could have taken a little more time getting the shot off, but still draws the foul.
Katie will get the first one. In the game now, Erin Sullick will come back in the game. She'll replace Grace Pay, who did a very good job. Katie Johnson gets it done at the line. 33-35, and another turnover. I'll tell you, Steve, if this Vanden team ever got their turnovers under control, they would be something to deal with, and they will, I'm sure, as the season progresses.
Yeah, as it is, they have 9 turnovers to NU's 6. And that's been very helpful for Nevada Union, keeping them in this game.
Sammy DeHart looking to make her move inside. Great spin move and turn and go. Wow. Sammy DeHart just gets better and better.
Great singular effort.
Inside now. The Vikings looking for something inside. Can't find it. There's the 3 ball. Up and off the glass. Emma, I think she knocked it out of bounds. They're deciding. From here, I think Emma knocked it out of bounds. Let's see.
And they're just going to call it a jump ball. Neither referee, I think, realized what happened.
And the possession will go to the Vikings. Good mix out in front. And you not allowing them to move inside. They take the outside shot and no good. Sammy with the long shot down the court. Selleck unable to convert, and now the Miners will get the ball back.
9.3 seconds left in the half. So this will give them a chance to at least run some sort of play, get someone open.
Emma looking for the shot. She drives the lane. Smallest one on the court. Goes inside and loses the ball, goes to the ground.
Looks like she got tripped there, but that is not the call.
I think she was better off shooting her 3 ball from the outside. 2 seconds. 1, and that's the half. And what a half it was. 35-35. The girls will go in the locker room, tied up. And early on in the season, Steve, this is a real treat. It feels like playoff basketball. Both teams with a lot of energy. Both teams equally matched. 2 different styles on the court, certainly.
Oh, absolutely. And really just comes down to different offenses. Vanden is very much the quicker team and the more physical team. And as such, they're driving, getting more rebounds. They're out rebounding Nevada Union 20-16. But really, this second quarter was very good for Nevada Union. Made a lot of good adjustments. They out rebounded Vanden 10-8 in that quarter. So just very good adjustments made between quarters, and that speaks volumes about this this coaching and this team.
I like NU's girls. They seem to be better ball handlers. For the most part, I think they're more skilled at running plays. They're not afraid of that close one-on-one, man-to-man defense. They handle the ball well. They know where each other are going to be on the court. So I think the second half, both coaches are going to go in. They're going to make some adjustments. They're going to see what they've got, and they're going to look at their matchups. And matchups are going to be critical here in the second half. And what kind of a chess move do you think John McDaniels will make here at halftime, Steve?
Well, I'll tell you what, Nevada Union did a much better job boxing out. Limiting Vanden's second and third chance opportunities was a big part in killing the momentum and swinging it back to Nevada Union's side. That being said, I think some maybe better quality shots. You look at the three-point shots. Nevada Union was 6 for 13 in that half, just a little bit under 50%. Vanden, 3 for 10 at 30%, but they were 3 for 6 in the first quarter, 0 for 4 in the second quarter.
Right.
NU's defense really stepped up, really did a better job forcing lower percentage shots and boxing out underneath, getting those rebounds, really helped get the momentum back, fueled their offense, get some better shots running down the court. And that's really what they have to do. They have to keep playing physical in the paint.
And, you know, conditioning is going to come into play here in the second half. This is the second game of the year. So the girls, although they do play summer league and virtually they never stop playing basketball all year long, conditioning is going to come down. That fourth quarter, those legs, they're going to feel like 10-pound weights on them. And let's see which team really comes out on top with the conditioning side.
Oh, and you saw it at the end of the second quarter there, just going for the hard stop, trying to get the defender off balance, and the legs just kind of fall. You fall over. You got to make some sort of play falling down. You can already kind of see it out on the floor right now. So that fourth quarter really is going to be a big factor, and we'll see who's more conditioned.
So an excellent basketball game to start the season here. Lady Miners are tied with the Vanden Lady Vikings 35-35. Be sure to join us next week. We've got the Lady Union Miners versus the Sacramento Dragons. Oh, when you talk about some good basketball, that's going to happen next week here. And we will be showing it to you right here on Touchdown Productions. And with that said, you are watching the Touchdown Productions Sports Network. Merry Christmas, everyone. We'll be right back.
It's time to visit the newly remodeled B&C True Value Home and Garden Center. The new B&C has completely changed for your shopping convenience. Their new expanded garden center has everything you need, including expert advice on trees, shrubs, and perennials. Check out their new website and the new spring hours. And thank you for voting B&C the best hardware and building supply in 2012. So start right, start here at B&C True Value Home and Garden Center.
Welcome to Plaza Tire and Automotive Service in Grass Valley. At Plaza Tire and Automotive Service, the customer comes first. We only do what's right for the customer, not necessarily what's right for business. Third generation family member, learned all that I know from my Grandpa Fred, my dad, my Uncle Mike, my grandma. My entire family's been a huge part of learning about the automotive industry. Grass Valley is our fourth location, and you can also find us in Colfax, Penn Valley, and Nevada City. I am Blake Hauser, and I welcome you to join us for the grand opening at our Grass Valley location.
The Old Town Cafe is the oldest continuously operating restaurant in Grass Valley. Serving breakfast and lunch 7 days a week, the Old Town Cafe is now open for dinner every Friday and Saturday night with nightly specials like steaks, seafood, along with draft beer and wine. Stop by to see football at the OTC with drink and appetizer specials. It's football fun for the whole family at the Old Town Cafe.
Mike Bratton is the neighbor you can count on for your most important insurance decisions, 24 hours a day.
The first step begins with a phone call. Hi, I'm Mike Bratton, your good neighbor State Farm agent, and I look forward to hearing from you. Since 1984, my team and I have been educating clients and developing long-term relationships through personalized and professional guidance on their insurance programs. We will put you in the driver's seat and strive to enhance each encounter you have with us.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The Beam Center joins forces with Admiral Electric to offer you electrical services for your home and has a new line of whole house fans which will save you energy. They're also your headquarters for big screen TVs in Grass Valley, including the new 3D TVs, and feature the First Alert security systems as well as the famous Beam Central Vac system. It's fun and function at the Beam Easy Living Center in Grass Valley.
Vanden girls are back on the court, Mike. As we'll start the second half in about 4 minutes from here. Mike, let's talk about the Touchdown Productions coverage of the 72nd annual Kendall Arnett, the oldest tournament in California, and that coverage begins Saturday, December 28th. At 8 p.m. We'll actually be shooting the tournament on the 26th, the day after Christmas. We'll be airing it, and you can see it on YouTube, the NCTV, Comcast 11, Sudden Link Channel 16, and of course the Wave Broadband Channel 20. Kendall Arnett features the Placer team. Placer, I think NU and Colfax will all be there, Steve. So with that said, this is the Touchdown Productions Sports Network. We'll be right back. Merry Christmas to all you.
Are you ready to buy or sell your home or property? Placer Title is your local title and escrow company located right here in the heart of Nevada County. We combine the stability of a national insurer with all the benefits of on-site title and escrow professionals. Being voted the best title company by the union readers for the past 7 years is a true testament to our local roots and unparalleled customer service. Stop by one of our 2 convenient locations and thank you for keeping your business local.
We're at SPD Market in Nevada City asking people what they like about SPD.
I love SPD Market because I know all the people here and I've been coming here for a long time. I do all my socializing here and they're just a great community supporter.
I like SPD Market because it's like coming home and seeing all the people I've known for years.
And that's why people love SPD Markets in Nevada City and Grass Valley.
Foothill Flowers has been owned and operated by the Johnson family since 1966. Our flowers are hand-picked at the San Francisco Flower Mart, and we get fresh shipments from Hawaii every week. We specialize in unique arrangements for any occasion. Our design staff has 80 years of experience. Every order comes with a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Foothill Flowers, quality and service since 1966.
Preserve the memories of your special player or team forever at obphoto.com, the official photographer of Bear River football. At obphoto.com, you'll find the highest quality prints, mouse pads, coasters, photo buttons, cases for iPhones and iPads, t-shirts, sweatshirts, travel mugs, and more. obphoto.com even makes special requests. So enjoy the memories of the season at obphoto.com, your source for Bear River sports photos. And of course, brought to you by Touchdown Productions, the Foothills leader in sports television. This is Gil Dominguez saying thanks a lot for tuning in tonight. And be sure to stay with us after the game as we present the Touchdown Productions Player of the Game Award, created by Stuckey Engravers. Once again, the Touchdown Productions staff will select the best player of tonight's game and award them with a plaque created by Stuckey's. It's the Touchdown Productions Player of the Game Award coming up right after this exciting sports telecast, right here on your NorCal Game of the Week. Guys, back up to you.
Thank you so much, Gil, and we will be choosing that Player of the Game Award. I'm going to let Steve Sitter choose it tonight, and next week I'll get my choices in, but that is an award that is coveted by all these girls, and they love to get a beautiful plaque. Let's, Steve, some quick stats before we start the second.
Well, both teams have 2 scorers with more than 10 points and 4 with under 5. For Nevada Union, Sydney Porter with 12 and Sammy DeHart with 13 are the leading scorers there. With Vanden, Kayla Blair with 12 and Mariah Williams with 10. And then it's just kind of scattered down throughout the rest of the roster.
So we begin the second half, 35-35. Both teams now had a chance to fill each other out. Let's see where they go. First shot inside is forced, and that's Selleck. Long ball, no good on the outside by Moore. And NU will break the press, not before on a reach-in foul.
That's going to be on Kayla Blair. She doesn't look very happy, but it seemed like a good call to me. Definitely had a hold on it.
That's her second foul. When you have a team as aggressive as this, it's hard to coach, not those reach-in fouls.
And Vanden did do a good job of staying out of serious foul trouble in the first half.
Long ball, Emma, down. That's the Emma Peterson we know and love. 3 ball from the top of the key. Quickly inside now and driving that aggressive, hard, charging Kayla Blair.
That's going to be the big test for NU, is whether they can stop. Ooh.
And another Kiana Moore. Kiana really fast and very, very long arms. She has been giving Emma Peterson fits the whole first half. Porter inside. She gets her ball back. Sydney. That's Sammy DeHart, and DeHart misses badly, and it comes back to the Vikings.
Had an open shot. Don't really know what caused it to fall so short.
Good block. Officials give the block to the Miners, and it will be Viking possession.
So Vanden's offensive plan seems to be the same.
Moore. Now side long ball, misses everything, and the Miners will go on offense. Sammy will walk it up the court.
And Vanden backs off on their full court press. It's a very interesting decision.
And this time, Sammy DeHart showing that she too can drive the basket with both hands, and she will draw the foul, go to the line.
I like that decision by DeHart to just drive it. She hasn't really shown that she can do that yet this game, but she's a very talented ball handler as well as a good shooter.
Yeah, not a lot of holes in her game at all. Suits well from the outside. I'd love to see her put a little bit of more of a driving under the basket baseline move in her game. And she gets them both. 40-39, Miners. Williams being dared to take the shot from the top of the key. She'll give it up. A quick little push off by Blair. No good. And the long ball once again by Moore, no good. Finally, Blair.
Well, that drive's going to go off a Vanden player.
Melanie O'Brien thought she had a quick one underneath and couldn't hold on to the ball.
Yeah, that was a bit of a strange play as none of the other players seemed to move at all. And that's going to be another foul on Blair.
Girls seem to be having trouble getting warmed up here. They came off the court, and in the third quarter here, you can see the trouble they're having moving their legs. Definitely slower than that second quarter.
And we have seen Peterson slip.
There's the three ball they're looking for, and down. Aaron Selleck. Great move. A pump fake and a go by Mariah Williams. And I'd have to say now, after watching a half of basketball, Williams is their best player.
Williams is very good. She's a 5'11" senior, one of the two captains. And her and Kayla Blair are definitely the two biggest sources of offense.
There's another long ball over the top of the backboard, and Nevada Union will take the side out.
And Vanden 0 for 5 from the three-point line. These past two quarters, they are 0 for 9.
Sammy taking the ball up the court. Ball thrown now out of bounds, just about hitting yours truly.
Lady Vikings, number 23.
No worries, I'm well insured.
That's all right, Paul. After 20 years of baseball, I'll definitely take one for the team.
Well, then you need to be jumping out in front of that ball if it comes at me again, Steve. Vikings on the attack. Looking inside, finding nothing. They're going to go back out in front and dare Moore to take the three ball and throw it away. Quick out front, Sammy with the left hand inside. Good. That's NU basketball right there.
Here comes Vanden right up the court again.
Three ball on its way, big rainbow, and good. That's number 11, Curbison, Brittany Curbison. Can't get much farther on the court to shoot a three than that corner. Quick inside move and scored. Game starting to pick up some momentum now. Aaron Selleck getting that too. 47-44 Miners. Another big long ball. No good. Looks like the Vikings, they will save. Right down court, looks like it's going to be a walk. No, they're going to call it a jump ball. I think the crowd and we were looking for a travel that time, Steve, but that is not the call on the court.
I think what the official is saying is that when she went up to try and lay it up with her left hand, there was a hand on top of it, preventing her from getting the ball off. I think he has a point there. He was very forceful in that call.
Good move inside that time with the left hand. That's number 32, Whitney. Emmer's going to let Selleck do the point guard work. Selleck back with the ball again, makes the inside move, and gets it stripped away from her on the baseline.
Yeah, that was a good block there by number 23, Julia Blackshell-Fair, the freshman.
Plenty of time still on the clock, 14 seconds on the shot clock. Both coaches are going to make some substitutions.
Pay's going to come in for Selleck here.
And in the game now, number 15, that's number 3, Greer for the Vikings. Sammy looking to go underneath now, back out to Selleck, and Selleck will be fouled. She's bailed out.
But a good individual effort there by Sydney Porter, just trying to get something going as the shot clock winds down. And this is exactly what Porter did in the first quarter. Just try and make something happen, make the Vanden defense make mistakes.
And then on top of that, make every one of your free throws.
That helps.
Continues to be perfect, Sydney Porter. This is Moore. They're going to look inside. Moore wants the 3 ball. Lets it go, no good. And there is a scrum on the floor. I just love Emma Peterson. Smallest player on the floor, and she just gets thrown around, and she is the toughest, I think.
Oh, she is all over it.
Miners finally break the press and get it down court. They're going to set something up. They got numbers inside now. Good pass, and can't complete the play.
That's a good shot there by Peterson. She has to put that one down.
And before the shot, they're going to say she stepped up and walked. That's a heartbreaker for Livingston. Brittany Livingston scores the 3 ball from way outside, but she walks before she releases it.
That's a good call. When she went for the jump step, she definitely landed on 1 foot first.
In the ball game now for the Miners, Katie Johnson's coming back in. Out of the game, Kiana Moore. They got Moore matched up with Sammy DeHart, and when Sammy comes out, they're going to let Moore take a rest too. Porter. No O'Brien. Peterson out in front. Trying to get the inside pass to go, and they have a collision underneath.
That's O'Brien. Collided with Mariah Williams.
They're going to say that she pushed off, so that's going to be a foul against O'Brien, it looks like, Steve. And they'll award the ball now to the Vikings. Minute 46 left in the third quarter. This is like the middle rounds of a prize fight. Both players are slugging it out here in these middle rounds. Air ball, and the Miners will run. All the way to the basket now, and misses the layup, Sydney Porter. Aaron Selleck will come in now for Sydney. Black Shelf Fair handling the ball. And that's the familiar Mariah Williams going down the lane. How many points is that for Williams now, Steve?
That's 12. Those are only her first 2 points of the half. She's been very quiet.
Looking for someone to throw the ball to. Emma can't find anybody. And it looks like it's going to result from a turnover. It does. Vikings get the ball. Miners flat-footed, not coming to the ball, helping Emma out. And that will be another turnover for the Vikings.
Each team's got 4 turnovers in this quarter, which brings NU's total to 11 and Vanden's to 13. And that's definitely helping NU right now because they're having trouble scoring.
That'll be a timeout now. There's your Touchdown Productions scoreboard. And you can see how both teams going into the half at 35-35, they're just, like I said, they're filling each other out here. This is like the middle rounds of a prize fight. And I'm starting to see a little flat-footedness by both teams. You can see that early in the season here, we talked about conditioning. It's going to be who has it left in the tank for the fourth quarter.
And be sure to join us next time as the Nevada Union Lady Miners take on the Sacramento Dragons. You can check that out on Comcast Channel 11, Suddenlink Channel 16, Wave Broadband Channel 20, and of course on our Touchdown Productions Game of the Week YouTube channel.
Marty Mortensen's a Dragon, I'm told. And as we say that, number 23 scores. That's Black Shelf Fair. She puts the Vikings ahead by 1. Bad pass inside. One of the few that Sammy DeHart has made this game.
I think they're going to call a foul here on Emma Peterson.
It is.
The 2 quick turnovers, and Vanden has the lead.
They're going to get a quick substitution in here. They're going to get their A-team on the floor. Sydney Porter back in now. She'll replace Grace Pay.
NU has their 5 starters out on the court right now.
And that's a very advantageous role for the Miners. As Sammy will get one off before the horn, and that's the end of the third quarter. Miners 49, the Vanden Lady Vikings 50 here as we head into what is going to be a very excellent fourth quarter of basketball. We're going to find out who's in better shape and who wants this preseason game more. Steve, I don't think that Coach John McDaniel could have bought anybody in better as a warm-up for the season. This is one fine basketball team that we're seeing from Vanden.
Oh, absolutely, with a very different offensive strategy than their own. So this is excellent practice for the regular season because now not only do you get to defend against your own offense, you get to see how other teams do it. And this is a very strong team. This is hard to practice against outside of this particular game. So when they see very strong physical teams in the season, they'll know how to better deal with them. You got to box out, and you really have to let your rebounds work towards your offensive production.
And let's not forget the 72nd annual Kendall Arnett coverage begins on Saturday December 28th, right here at Touchdown Productions. The Kendall Arnett's, one of our favorite here at Touchdown Productions, and we'll bring you all the good games, and including the championship game. And with that said, I think we're in for a treat here for this fourth quarter. Inbounding the ball, Mariah Williams. Both teams with their starters on the floor. And that's what I look like a travel. She throws it in the hole. Deanna Moore.
That certainly looked like a travel from where I was.
They're trying to go now inside to Sammy on the give and go.
Good idea, just well defended. Kiana Moore has been a stellar defensive player for Vanden all night, keeping Emma Peterson in check. Very long arms, just knows where to be.
Selleck will inbound the ball. Emma coming down the middle. Finds nobody. Garnier throws the ball away and now does. On the floor now, that's Alex Bader. And a long ball is no good. Emma's going to try and go to the basket. Just a little flip shot and doesn't get the roll.
But you will get to the line.
Right now, that may be the best idea for her. She likes that little underhanded flip shot, and she has a way of getting it up there between defenders.
If NU can find more ways to get to the line, since Vanden is already in foul trouble with 5 team fouls, that could really be a factor late in this game.
And only 3 team fouls for NU. You're right, Steve. And they're very good free throw shooters. They've already demonstrated so far. This is Black Shell Fair. Over to Bader. There's Black Shell Fair, no good. Doesn't find it, but the quick putback by Williams.
Those second chance opportunities, you can't give those up late in the game like this.
Sammy looks for the outside and she'll give it away. And it goes down! Sydney Porter. She has been carrying the team. And before the drive, we've got a whistle.
That's going to be against Katie Johnson. Or, excuse me, Aaron Selleck.
So the Vikings will inbound the ball under the basket. 6:30 left in the game. 1 point difference between these two teams. And the Miners get the turnover. She's got to watch behind her. Good defensive play coming up from behind. That was Kayla Blair.
The defense of Vanden really keeping them in this game. Let's take another look at it. You can see her coming up from behind. Doesn't realize that she can't switch the hands, just gets the ball low in the dribble to knock it out of bounds. It's good defense.
Back on live action now. Sammy trying the long ball and gets it. That's what the Miners needed, that 3 ball to go down. Quick inside now. It'll be waved off. This is a push-off, offensive push-off by number 32, Whitney.
That's a good call there. Whitney was definitely pushing off there to get the edge. Vanden with 15 turnovers on the night.
Full court press is on now. Porter. To Sammy, back over to Peterson. Peterson likes that shot and she gets it. Hello, Emma Peterson. Back-to-back 3-point balls coming from the Miners. And it's traveling, the Miners will get a turnover.
Make that 16 turnovers by Vanden.
Miners keeping it close the whole game now, and now they're making a bit of a move. 5:44 left. I'll tell you what, they can't sit on this lead.
Now 5:44 left in the game. That's plenty of time to overcome a 6-point difference.
Absolutely. Barely getting the ball in. Sammy manages to get it to Porter and then gets it back. Sammy, very good ball handler out in front, both hands. Porter. Not such a good shot by O'Brien. And another travel. Another turnover, Kiana Moore.
And I hate to say this, but that's the kind of play that's been going on all game. The referees have kind of established that they're going to let that go if they stop a jump step 1 foot a little bit in front of the other. That's going to be okay, but they're cracking down in this fourth quarter.
Clock ticks just under 5 minutes now. Selleck goes inside looking for Sammy. Loses the handle. Now she's going to flip one up. And the Miners go on defense. All the way down, and she'll pick up the foul. That's Moore. Moore, the fastest legs on the court right now. The others are slowing down, and she just keeps on ticking.
And she threw a monster stutter step at Emma Peterson. Definitely caught her off balance, allowing her to drive to the basket.
Yeah, she was going left, and Emma was going right by the time that was over. There she is there. First one up, no good. She's got a very interesting shot. She releases high with her wrists, especially on her three ball. Kind of a flat shot, but certainly effective. She's figured out how to make it work.
Yeah, Moore with 9 points on the night. She's having a very solid game on both sides of the court.
Second shot by Moore is good and makes it a 5-point game, NU. Here comes Selleck. Selleck to O'Brien. O'Brien looking inside, throws it away. And O'Brien needs to step it up. She just let the offensive player go right past her. 3-point game.
Well, that was a somewhat disappointing possession there.
O'Brien gets it at the post, turns around, and misses the shot. The Vikings have a chance to tie it with a free ball. Blair to Williams, and there's a foul on the court. I'm not sure what.
And it looks like this is going to be against O'Brien. The referees are discussing it here.
We're about ready to get the call from Jim Armorall. Let's see. He still hasn't made the call out in front. Let's see what he's.
Oh, a double foul against Chantel Greer and Melanie O'Brien.
I think he's trying to calm the game down, Steve. They were getting very physical underneath. The ball still is in the hands of the Vikings, though, and Sammy tries to knock it away. The three ball is bounding in, and Kiana Moore scores it. Ties this game up at 60. 4 minutes left to play.
Both defenses, I think, are getting a little bit sloppy.
All the way to the basket and knocked away. Great play that time on the defense by Blackshell Fair. Miners will remain in possession, 17 seconds on the shot clock.
Both teams right now are in the bonus.
And the reason we're stopped here is they're sorting out the book here. The official went to the sideline to the scorer's table. Now they'll inbound the ball. Needs to find someone to pass the ball to, and now they're going to get a reach in. Deanna Moore aggressively reaching in.
And that is the absolute right call. I'm not exactly sure what Moore is talking about because she was in there hacking away at Pay trying to dislodge the ball.
We're going to listen to find out how many fouls that is on Moore. I would have to say they need more on the floor if they're going to finish this game off.
And the assistant coach is really laying into her right now, probably for arguing with the referee.
So let's sum this up. 3 minutes and 40 seconds left here. Ali Gymnasium on the campus of Nevada Union. We have seen one whale of a basketball game, and the score, it tells the story right there, 60-60. Both teams playing their second game of the season, and both can hold their heads up. It's been a whale of a ball game. Let's just see who can finish it off.
And looking at that score, you see Vanden with the advantage in the first quarter. Nevada Union making some great adjustments in the second quarter. Vanden coming back with more energy in the third, and Nevada Union just taking advantage of Vanden turnovers in the fourth.
And at one time, Nevada Union was up by 6 points after a couple of 3 balls. And turnovers have been plaguing them here in their fourth quarter. On the floor for Nevada Union, Sydney Porter. It'll go with Sammy DeHart. Inbounding will be Aaron Selleck. They'll stay on the floor with Melanie O'Brien. And O'Brien gets the ball, looks inside. She's going to go inside, goes with the left hand and scores! O'Brien with a great move to her left. Driving the baseline now, the Vikings come. And O'Brien trying for the rebound. I think it's going to be, it'll be off the Vikings, it'll be NU's ball.
You can't get sloppy here. We've seen Nevada Union give the ball away and just kill the momentum that they've worked so hard to get.
Nevada Union has their best ball handlers on the floor right now. Full court press on. DeHart inbounds.
And there it is.
And there it is, and swatting away. Sammy showing her defensive skills, and now she gets the long ball. This should be an easy one. She'll go right to the basket and score. Sydney Porter finds the basket on the other end of the court. Now Sammy is going to have to put a body in front of her, and she saves an easy basket. I think the Miners were standing back admiring their work, and they just let number 23, Black Shell Fair, go down the court. She's on the line now.
Let's take a look at this replay here. There's the long pass coming down. And you see you got a 2-on-1 here. And I like this decision by Porter to just go straight at it.
Well, she had a good lane. She gave her the lane and she took it. On the other end of the court live now, she missed the first free throw and gets the second. 3-point game, NU. NU, I don't think they should set it up. I think they should just keep the momentum going. Sammy from the top of the key, no good. Gets her own rebound, puts it back up. No good again. Sammy trying to get the ball, and it will go to the Vikings.
Looks like Sammy got horse collared on that second shot with no call.
Looking for someplace inside is Blair. Now holding on to the basketball is Williams. Williams obviously wants to make a move inside. Looking for something. Gets the clear shot. Now Moore back over to Williams. There's the move Williams is looking for. Very strong inside and no good. Put back up again. Offensive rebounds going the way of the Vikings. Here's Moore for the long ball and gets it. Ties the ball game up with 2:07 left.
Nevada Union cannot get complacent.
Here's Selleck. Selleck going to Sammy. Sammy getting trapped in the corner, and she'll be fouled.
There's a little bit of a bailout there too. Sammy looked like she was panicking with that double team on her.
Yeah, and she was traveling and panicking. She got bailed out right, Steve.
So now she's going to go to the line shooting 1-1.
Both teams now with 7 fouls. These free throws obviously are critical with 1:55 left. The team that makes their free throws at the end usually wins these games. but it's anybody's game for the taking now. First one up in good. That's clutch. Yeah, Sammy DeHart, the junior.
With 21 points.
Sends her leg, strokes the ball right on through. Beautiful shot. 2-point lead now by the Miners. Vikings, Williams will walk the ball up the court. They're looking for Williams underneath, not finding it. There's the big move inside. Could have been called for a charge, wasn't. And I'll tell you, the freight train coming through, Kayla Blair, gets the call and she'll go to the line.
Yeah, the size of Vanden continues to be their best advantage.
Blair hasn't been making her free throws, and she misses that one too, not even close. She walks away from the line thinking about it. She knows she's got no touch on those shots right now, and she needs desperately to make this shot.
Vanden only 6 for 10 from the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, she throws up spinning bricks is what she does. Let's see if she's got it this time. That time it goes in. Sammy takes her time in the half court. She's gonna make her way back, and she gets across the line. She's gonna go all in the basket. Up and in and good!
Great
Here's your
play
player
by
of the
Sammy.
game, Steve, right there. Sammy has had a whale of a ball game, and when they need a basket, that's where they're heading. Williams gets inside. Oh! They're going to give Williams the foul. She was way under the basket, and DeHart stuck a hand out and gave her a little hack.
Yeah,
Here's
Vanden
a
just
replay on
continuing to play that physical game. Goes up, again, that running jump step being allowed occasionally. Not exactly sure what it is they're looking at with that.
Mike, first one goes down. To make it a one-point game, she does. 1 minute, 4 seconds left, and you up by a point. Let's see if they can hold on to this lead. They'll use every bit of the clock they can, I'm sure. Need a basket right here to seal the deal. Looking inside. There's the shot and out of bounds, 15 seconds left.
Gonna call that a clean block, are they?
I think it was a good defensive play. Yeah, Steve, I do. And they'll inbound the ball. This is Aaron. Aaron will be looking inside for Melanie O'Brien. No need to take any shots until you have to. Well, there's the downtown ball. And it's a scrum on the floor. Here come the Vikings, down by a point. And it will be a Vikings ball.
I will say this is a very good defensive stand there by NU on the transition.
Most definitely, with 31 seconds left. They need to stop right here, and you got to know that they're going to go inside with number 25, Mariah Williams. She has been there all day long. If you ever see a power forward in girls basketball, that would be Mariah Williams. Either that or they'll go back to Kiana Moore and ask her for another 3 ball from outside.
They do have options. They got Mariah Williams with 16 points on the night. They got Kiana Moore with 16 points on the night. They got Kayla Blair with 17 points on the night. Those are their big 3 targets.
You bet.
Right now, down 1, I think you're right. I think you look for the drive by either Williams or Blair and just hope that you can get in front.
Both teams deserve this win. They have fought back and forth. I would have to give the edge, even though the Miners right now are up by a point. They need a defensive stop, and it's going to come down to this possession. If they're able to stop, I would be willing to bet that the Vikings will foul. Vikings have 8 fouls. Miners have 9.
This may well come down to free throws.
Trying to get the ball in, looking for the long ball deep. There she is. There's Blair. Blair goes inside. She travels. No, they're going to give her a foul.
That running jump stop.
And they're going to say she was pushed. Whole lot of steps, but at the line now, Kayla Blair will shoot one-on-one. I beg your pardon, she's going to get 2. She gets the first. Tie ball game, 68-68.
And whether this goes in or not, there is no more shot clock.
And she gets both of them. I think that's the first time at the line that Blair has gotten both of them tonight. NU will have 25 seconds to come down and create. I would love to know what John McDaniels is drawing up in his huddle right now. There's your line score, 19-19 here in the 4th quarter. John, a very calming influence in that huddle. Like I said, these girls have played together. They played together during Summer League. They know each other, and I'm going to bet, Steve, that they're going to give this ball to Sammy Hart. They may also try to go inside to Melanie O'Brien and get the move inside. And the way that John is talking to Melanie right now and she's shaking her head, he's probably saying, if you don't get the ball inside, you need to go for the rebound. But priority 1 right now is they've got to break that press.
That they do. If they can break the press and get an offense set up, I think they're all right because their offense has been doing pretty well this half.
The Hart's going to inbound. Coming after the ball, there she is. The Hart will bring it up. Here it comes. 20 seconds left. The Miners need to score. Nest basket wins.
Calling for an isolation here.
Ball's off the foot. 8 seconds. And they're going to get a foul. Holy cow.
What a great decision by Sydney Porter to pick up the ball and run.
Sydney had no choice. She was heading for the basket. It was a blocking foul, a little too much aggression on the defensive side. That was number 21, Kayla Blair. Blair, the one that just sank 2 free throws. And you won't see Sydney Porter in a more critical situation. It's 1 to tie, 2 to win.
And this is a 1-and-1.
It's a 1-on-1. Let's see if she can get the first to tie. It's up, it's good. Right in the middle of the nylon. 6.8 seconds left in the game. Miners have to remember to get back on defense. But I'll tell you, Steve, this game smells like an overtime. Here's the second by Porter. It's off. Down to 5 seconds. They're hustling down the court, no fouls. They're going to give one last shot. Looks like, no, they don't get it off. It's overtime. The NU Lady Miners battle to a tie in regulation. And this crowd is going to be treated to more. 4 minutes more of basketball.
I am not at all surprised.
I'm not either, but I got to tell you something. Personally, I'm glad they have an overtime because I want to see some more of this.
You ready? Are you ready for this, Paul?
I'm ready.
That shot that Sydney Porter missed, that last free throw, the first missed free throw for Nevada Union.
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
NU was a perfect 17 for 17.
Well, this stadium here at Ali Gymnasium, we got, looking across the way, we got smiles on everybody's faces. They came to see some basketball, and boy, have they ever been treated to that. This gym has seen some epic battles, both by the boys and by the ladies, over the years, and tonight they're treated to another one of those battles. No one has fouled out of this game yet. Both teams have their full regiment of starters, and I'm seeing the starters for the Vikings come back on the floor. Aaron Selleck with 7 points. Sammy DeHart, just real quick, it looks like she's got 24. And we'll go into the middle of the floor to jump it up. It'll be Katie O'Brien. I beg your pardon, Melanie O'Brien. And she'll jump it up again.
Vanden did win the opening tip-off.
And the Miners will start it off. Emma working her way up the floor. Ball back to Emma. They're looking for the 3 ball. Plenty of time. Down the middle, Porter is going to get fouled as she goes down the middle, and that will be the 10th foul, and that will be on number 0.
So Sydney Porter back to the line.
I'm not sure how many fouls that is on Kiana Moore. I was thinking that might be her 5th.
That would be a huge blow.
First free throw is good. Porter gets the front rim on the second one, so NU up by 1.
I have to wonder if fatigue isn't a concern for those free throws.
Williams taking her time. Both teams settling into a structured defense and offense. And a quick one inside. You just can't let her have that kind of room. Kayla Blair.
No, she can make those cuts all game long.
Emma, 3 ball. No good, off the front rim. Long rebound comes to the Vikings. They're looking down court. And they'll get a quick one. Down quickly, they've got room. Porter scores! Sydney Porter comes right back at him with another quick one.
Great awareness there, knowing to pull up a little bit.
Both teams, Emma's got the ball. She's got some room and numbers. She's going to hold up and set it up. Oh, quick inside move and a great hands and feet by Melanie O'Brien. Gives the Miners a 1-point advantage, 2 minutes left.
I tell you, whichever defense recovers from this overtime first is going to be the team that's on top.
Sammy with the steal. Decides not to go with the long pass, and she's going to just walk the ball up.
Vanden with 18 turnovers on the night.
Ball was knocked out of the hands of DeHart. She's right there in front of the stands where the Vanden parents are. They didn't like the call much. That could be a foul easily, but it will go back to the Miners. Both teams need to idle down a little defensively. A lot of players in foul trouble. They don't need fouls right now. Looking for someplace to get the ball in. Sammy can't get it. Quick and easy 2 and a foul. That is number 25, Mariah Williams, getting another 2. And Mariah, what a sniper, set that one up, waited for the pass to come in. Just about out of time to make the inbounds, and Mariah steals it, takes it in for 2. And she'll go to the line to try to complete the 3 points.
It's good defense. That's just all that is. Good defense, forcing a bad pass, a quick turnover. Looking to complete a 3-point play.
Williams up and no good. And it'll stay with the Vikings.
Melanie O'Brien a bit peeved that there wasn't a foul called as she ended up on the floor.
I think she ran into DeHart, to tell you the truth. DeHart pleading her case, saying neither one of them touched it, but the Vikings have the ball under their basket up by a point. Here's the inbounds. 28 seconds on the shot clock, they'll use it all. Williams down the court, and there's going to be, no, they're going to wave that off.
They're calling a foul, a shooting foul.
On number 11, and it looks like she's coming off the court. That's going to be a blow. Sydney Porter. Is that her last foul?
I think she's just frustrated and taking a walk.
I didn't think she had 4 fouls, certainly. And it is. It's the 5th foul now on Sydney Porter. Grace Pay is going to come in.
Sydney Porter's coming out with 23 points.
Grace Pay coming in to take the place of Porter. Tough to put someone in that situation cold. Minute 37 seconds left in the overtime. First one is off. Vanden Lady Vikings up by a point. A minute 30 seconds left in the first overtime. Up and good. 2-point difference now. NU will have the ball. Selleck looking for someone to pass to. She finds Sammy. Sammy pulls up. Looks inside. Great ball handling.
Isolation
She's calling
again.
the play. She's going to isolate. Going down. And she's going to get 2 fouls. She's going to get 2 free throws.
NU's doing what Vanden's been doing all night. Get the edge, drive, draw the foul.
And Mariah Williams has got to be close to fouling out. That's
Shooting 2.
big miss there by Sammy. Going on its way, no good. The Hart misses them both.
I believe Vanden's probably going to draw some time off the clock.
1 2-point game. Williams is going to call the play out in front, and now the Vikings are going to take a timeout with 8 seconds left in the shot clock, 56 seconds left on the game clock. Williams inbounds the ball. We'll go to Moore, back to Williams. Moore looking inside. Here's the long ball from up top, and it goes down. That is a big blow to the Miners, 3-point ball. And Coach McDaniel wants a timeout, and I don't blame him.
You can trace this all back to the inbounds turnover. That is when this game shifted completely to Vanden.
So they will relax their defense, let the ball come down the court. Here comes Sammy now. Doesn't have a lot of time to work. She needs to get something up and off. And kicks the ball. And it'll be backcourt. It'll go to the Vikings. Sammy DeHart disgruntled, obviously, with her hands on her knees at the free throw line. Vikings will take their time. They need to come out and pressure the ball. 18 seconds left. 5-point game, and they'll, I think, more out of frustration, she will take a foul. That's Sammy DeHart.
With the clock down that low, I'm actually a bit surprised they didn't foul intentionally to put Vanden on the line. Vanden not doing a great job from the free throw line tonight.
Well, at the free throw line to put the final coat of varnish on this game. Mariah Williams misses her first. 14 seconds left on the clock. She can make it a 6-point game. It's still 5. They need to push the basketball. DeHart with the ball. Makes a move. Left, now right. Comes up with a 3 ball. No good. Air ball. 3 seconds left on the clock, and this game will go to the Lady Vikings of Vanden, who have come in here and played a whale of a ball game. And there it is. Big round of applause for both sides of this gymnasium. Steve, your player of the game.
Definitely Sammy DeHart, leading Nevada Union with 24 points. Got kind of winded at the end, but definitely played the best overall game.
A lot of people applauding both sides, girls with big smiles. You came to see basketball. Well, you came to the right place tonight, everybody. This was one whale of a ball game. Final score, 79-74. Vanden coming in and handing a defeat to our beloved Lady Miners. Game came down to turnovers, Steve, both sides. It was anybody's ball game halfway through the overtime, and it ended up going the way of the Vanden Lady Vikings. Executive producer, Gilbert M. Dominguez. Thank you, Gilbert. Camera operators, Kimmer Burgess, Chase Baxter, and Bianca Cruz Manifour. Announcers, Steve Sitter and Paul Brown. Thanks all. Remote camera facilities, the Commander 2. Office Manager, Lynn Dominguez. Commander Maintenance, Plaza Tire. Player of the Game Award, Touchdown Productions and Stuckey Engravers. Touchdown Accounting, Cinto Graziano LLP. And for Steve Sitter, Paul Brown here, we want to thank you all for joining us. This has been your Touchdown Productions Game of the Week. Thanks all. Happy holidays.